celebrate these days,
really
but goodness, they are doing their thing, playing in this heat.
I feel bad for anyone that's got to work outside. It's just bad. You know, pets also need to be taken care of, making sure they've got water and a shade to get under. It's even worse than the middle of summer level heat right now for early June.
Okay.
So I want to just, get people reminded of the heat-related illnesses. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Heat stroke is the more serious of the two, and some of the signs of that are a throbbing headache if you stop sweating and you previously were. Maybe your skin starts turning really red and gets hot, and you could even lose consciousness. Those are the things you want to watch out for. The thing you got to do is call 911 and hopefully, get taken care of. But it's nasty. It is gross outside. 95, the dew point, 82, that is just obnoxiously high right there, and it's making the feel-like temperature, the heat index, register 119, which is dangerous to be outside if you're not taking care of yourself. Hydration, taking breaks, getting in the shade, getting in the air conditioning quite frequently. We've got a southeast wind, 18 miles per hour, but all the colors on this map are heat-related advisories or excessive heat warnings in the pink there. There's those storms we were talking about maybe getting into the western part of our viewing area tonight, but I want to focus on storms that haven't even developed yet. You see these yellow polygons in Oklahoma. That's a severe thunderstorm watch. There will be some storms that fire up there. They'll move into northeastern Texas and into the overnight hours cross that part of the state. And this is where our source for tomorrow's chance for an isolated thunderstorms will come from. So all of this complex of storms will send a little outflow boundary to the south and into south central Texas. And on this boundary is where we could have an isolated thunderstorm develop. Our in-house modeling is pretty stingy with the rain outlook. Storm Prediction Center's putting all of south central Texas in a low-end marginal 1 out of 5 on the severe risk. So if a storm does pop, it could be strong, but the coverage is going to be very limited. And if our model is correct, there will be hardly any at all. You see maybe some up between the Copano Bay, Matagorda Bay, San Antonio Bay, but that'll be the feature that we watch for. And again, that's going to come off of storms that haven't even developed yet up in northeastern Texas. So outflow, difficult to predict how storms develop on it. We'll watch it tomorrow. Other than that, mid-90s Wednesday, middle 90s heading into Thursday. Heat index value is going to be sky high all the way through the remainder of the week. We're going to be in for the middle 90s with heat index values well over 110. I think we'll be in the 115 range to 120 for a good chunk of days. So high pressure moves to the west heading into Thursday. That gives us northerly flow aloft. That may take a little of the edge off, but not much. In the temperature department, we're going to stay in the middle 90s through the weekend. And then a big low pressure system next week moves into the Great Lakes region. And if that can get far south enough, could give us a little bit of relief by way of very weak cold front, but not ready to go that far out yet. We're going to be hot for the next 7 days, middle 90s with heat index values around 115, if not higher. No tropical activity expected over the next 7 days. A lot of Saharan dust in the main development region of the Atlantic. And mid 90s, heat index 115 plus. There's that little isolated rain chance on Wednesday afternoon or morning, depending on how that outflow moves in. Activity should be isolated, if any at all. And by far, our biggest concern here is the heat. Dangerous if you're not taking care of yourself and you're spending, more than an hour's time outside. It'll be dangerous. Hydration's critically important.
Yeah, super important. All right, Alan, thank you. So